see who we got. Who we got? We got Ronald Slim Williams. They say he the snake behind Birdman and Cash Money Records. I wouldn't say the snake. He's the real businessman and the real business person behind Cash Money. So I guess when all the shit falls short, that he really should be the one to be to blame. But Birdman, he the face. So everybody gonna blame Bird when they see him and shit like that. But it really probably could be Slim. Let's see what they talking about.
If you know it or not, I had a big dispute with Cash Money over Millie for unpaid royalties.
I don't even know who he is.
I haven't been paid for a Millie.
It's with DJ Academics, and man, listen. Finally, the official lawsuit between Lil Weezy and Birdman Sandusky and Cash Money finally got leaked.
As we know, Tyga has been targeting Cash Money for years, claiming they owe him $12 to $15 million.
And I'm over there, and I talked to Lil Wayne. I'm like, hey, dude, I got to deal with Def Jam, and they pretty much gonna give me my situation, let me do what I want to do. And it was like, just deliver a big song. So I go to Lil Wayne. He does the song with me. And as soon as I get ready to put it out, Cash Money shut it down.
Back in 2015, Lil Wayne sued Birdman and Cash Money for $51 million. He was trying to get out of it.
You said Cash Money shut it down. I'm pretty sure that wasn't Birdman. That probably was Slim doing that.
Contract as well. He also sued Universal Music for $40 million, saying he was owed royalties.
Hey, yo, picture this. New Orleans, early 90s, two brothers plotting on some chessboard moves. Everybody out here think Birdman, the general, the face, the flossed out stunner, rocking platinum teeth and flexing Bentleys. But nah, behind that curtain, that's Ronald Slim Williams sitting quiet in the shadows, calm as a hitman on retainer, moving pawns, rooks, and bishops. Our baby play mascot for the camera. Slim the ghost in the boardroom. Baby just a hologram in the club. Cash Money ain't started out pretty, it was grimy. Street hustle dressed up as music business. They broke through with UNLV in them early tapes, but the real payday hit in 98 when Universal cut that wild deal. Everybody in the game still salty about that one. Universal gave them
deal was 30, wasn't it?
Distribution set up that let Cash Money keep masters and rake in most of the bread. Industry execs still scratch their heads like how these NO cats finesse the system harder than Wall Street sharks.
And Wendy Starr, she was a big part of that. And Cash Money and No Limit don't never mention this lady. And I wonder why. Like, she was a big part of getting them their deals and getting them as big as they was. And they don't never mention this lady, bro. That's crazy.
Answer, Slim. Birdman just sat back, grinned with them gold slugs. Slim wrote the playbook. Then boom, Juvenile 400 Degrees drop, turned the projects into platinum plaques. The streets scream hot, while Slim quietly stacked public.
I don't think niggas noticed it back then, but nigga like, why the fuck was Juvie so all up like this? Like, who idea was it that said, look, man, make sure you put a lot of baby oil on when you do this scene? Like, who the fuck? Why you did that?
In the Magnolia Project. Juvie thought he was the star, but really he was just Slim's meal ticket. He ain't even peep. He was hustling for somebody else's empire. And the joke
it's cool. I mean, everybody's always hustling for somebody else's empire, but you know, you got to take advantage of the opportunity. Like they said, everybody is gonna get used, but it's how you use me and how I let you use me. So you know, that is what it is. I'm pretty sure Juvie knew what it was. Juvie was working a job and said, look, if you pay me this amount more than what I was making at my job, then I'll quit my job and I'll come over here. So Juvie wasn't losing nothing. It ain't like he like, fuck, man, I done fucked my whole life up coming over here, da-da-da-da. Nah, he still was getting paid like he would have been working a job, and he got to do this and start getting paid even more. So, you know, it was love.
He left Cash Money. I would have took that opportunity. Talking about he'll never crawl back. Years later, guess who came limping home?
All of them said they was gonna never come back, and they all came back, or at least wanted to come back, and they all came back.
They can't find food nowhere else. Juvenile, looking like your first baby daddy who swore he was done, but back begging for another chance.
Now, was that around the time where you decided to leave Cash Money for the first time?
That was the era. That was the era when I wasn't really around. I think that was the era because Juvie.
And I feel like Juvie went the hardest with what type of man kiss another man and calling them gay, and he was on the ass. And now Birdman said, man, nah, that's my best friend. You hear me? I'm like, damn, boy. I guess time do heals all, because BG went hard too in they back. You heard me? People don't talk about how Baby used to kiss BG in his mouth too. Wayne was not the only one. They said he used to kiss all of them in their mouth except for Juvenile. Juvenile was the oldest and he didn't play that shit, but he used to. I think they got a video of him kissing BG. I ain't never seen one of him kiss Turk, but Turk admitted that, yeah, he did. He said we all used to do it.
The grade was actually after we negotiated.
And you said, my reason to leave Cash Money is the same reason most artists leave the label, money.
Yeah.
And
usually it's always going to be the reason.
You said a lot of stuff. You said, I'm working like a slave and I'm getting nothing.
Slim had him on strings like a secondhand puppet.
And it looked like he still had the Cash Money chain on while he talking shit. Rich Gang and Cash Money, and he talking about the high holiday.
Like a slave, and I'm getting nothing.
Slim had him on strings like a secondhand puppet.
And even now, they be acting like
producer, the sound of Cash Money.
They be acting like they don't want to talk about the situation and shit. But nigga, y'all did it. Y'all did it. Him and BG be acting like, we cool now. I don't want to talk about it. But nigga, people want to know because you did it and you should stand on it.
He dipped too, crying foul about bread. Fresh was sick of being shortchanged.
In 2007, you spoke about Baby Birdman not paying you out your royalties. Did the money situation
now,
ever
Fresh
get worked
ain't never
out?
came back. Fresh stood on his own.
I mean, that's what we going through right now. Like, we back at that point. It was one time that was done. Now we back at that. Like, and I wish it didn't have to be that way, but it's got to be that way because, even prior to right now, us speaking, they still selling music that, it's got my name on it.
But Slim ain't blank. Birdman played loud. Slim played long. Yeah,
Fresh
later
stood on his
Fresh
ground.
shot
It
out
was
of
like,
court.
man, I want my money for all the shit I've been
He
doing.
wasn't gonna win against
I
the
made
silent ball.
half
Slim
of Cash
don't
Money.
talk. Slim
If it wasn't for Slim, then, fuck that. I don't think they could have did it with nobody else.
Shots and collects all
Fresh
the
made
checks.
every
BG
beat.
and Turk, same
Every beat
script.
Cash Money ever put out album-wise, Fresh made every beat, every song.
Complain about money. Dip tried solo moves.
When it all started. See, they went to blaming my drug addiction on, talking about it was me. Baby, I feel like everybody jealous of him. You know what I'm saying? It's just, man, whatever.
Man, just give me my
Bitch
money,
that nigga,
man.
Baby, he's a dog. Every dog had his dick. You know what I'm saying? Where I come from. You know what I'm saying? Nigga selfish. Nigga all for self. He could have paid a nigga and played a nigga. I was
about to say, how he selfish if he been paying you? He paying you money. He got you right. He giving you money, houses, cars, everything you want and ask for. He gonna give it to you.
On our Cash Money Rough Rider tour. You know what I'm saying? We was gone like 60 days. And nigga, you know what I'm saying? He was collecting like 165 G's a night cash. You know what I'm saying? And we was selling out every venue, 10,000, 15,000 people. You know what I'm saying? We was gone for 12 weeks.
Yeah, but if Birdman put the money up to go on tour and to do everything, he got to get his money back first. He got to get the money back he put up and all that. And then when it's time to split the other money, I want a piece of that too. So give me my money that I put up first, boom, let me get that, and then we going to all split the rest of this. But they don't understand that. They looking like, why Baby getting paid more than us? Why he getting all the money and we the ones out there rapping and doing? No, man, don't forget all this started off of my money. It started off Bird money, you know what I'm saying? So niggas don't be respecting that. I definitely respect the game and respect business, man. Whoever put the bread up, that's who. That's really who running shit, and that's really when money start coming in. I got to get that bread back, and then we can split the rest.
Come back. You know what I'm saying? I buy me a brand new Benz cash. You know what I'm saying? He give me a check for 300 G. But I read the paper. The fucking tour and gross 14 million.
Turk even hit court in 2015.
All right. So that bitch, the tour grossed 14 million, but that's the Cash Money Rough Riders tour. So it ain't like Baby got the whole 14 million. You got Cash Money Rough Riders all on the same tour. You got Birdman put his money up so they could go on tour. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you don't know, you gotta audit them to really see how much he had got paid from that. You know what I'm saying? Out of 14 million, nigga probably got half and then gotta pay a whole group of niggas and gotta pay himself and gotta pay, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot to go into it. They looking at the pay and they don't even know business they sell. He just looking to see that, that bitch say 14 million. But yeah, nigga, It's 14 million for everybody. Like it ain't even for everybody who was on the tour, but that's just what it grossed. And then nigga gotta bust that bitch down with 2 different labels. That shit couldn't have been easy.
For over a meal. Well, come on, homie. Suing Cash Money for money is like suing the streets for respect. It sound good, but you not collecting nothing but dust on them papers.
Everybody
we
who
actually
Cash
broke
Money
the
got
story,
paid their money.
you know, that you're
For
suing
sure.
Baby over unpaid royalties. Where are you at with the lawsuit currently?
Say, Turk, for future reference, once your tag start peeling off the hat like that and that bitch peeling and it's leaning, man, just take it off, you hear me? Now, I be leaving the tags on my shit too, but once it start peeling, either you smush that bitch back on or just take it off, gang. Take it off, man.
Cash Money actually asked for extension like last month. The extension is, is coming to its end, actually, next week. So we'll know, how things go from there. I haven't gotten an answer yet.
I heard he got paid like $1 million, like 1.5, something like that. He was asking for way more. I think he was asking for like $4 million, $3 million, some shit like that. Got paid 1.5.
And fast forward, guess where he slid back to? Right under the same label. He swore betrayed him. That's the type of Stockholm syndrome Cash Money bred. Slim playing landlord, the artist forever trying to rent a room in his empire. And don't get it twisted, the producers ain't safe either. Wayne had the whole world chatting a milli. But producer Bangladesh, he had to sue in 2010 just to see his milli from that milli.
You have to put forth effort to get your money. You know what I'm saying? You have to. If you don't say nothing about it, they're not gonna pay you because they have the money.
That sound about right.
It's not like it's a major company that has it. It's they get their money first. Mm-hmm. That's the trick to they hustle. And then they made it
be a real hustle
because they was independent and they got a great
give me
deal
my
like
money
that.
first, and then I'm gonna distribute it to everybody else.
Settled in 2012, but only after dragging Cash Money to court. Jim Jonathan, same story. Dude made Lollipop a global smash, but the checks ain't hit. Dizzle playing skills, David Kirkwood. Everybody who touched the Carter 3 had the lawyer up just to get them little breadcrumbs that was given to him. Even funk legend George Clinton's people pulled up on them over uncleared funkadelic samples. The irony, Slim and Baby sitting pretty, while producers who made the hits were chasing them like Vicks outside the label's mansions gate. And let's not forget Orange Factory Music. Them dudes who laced Jay Sean with that down joint. Song had every teenager singing like it was prom night. Cash Money ain't paid them either. Court hit them with a 1.14 million judgment. And still Slim ain't flinched. That man know how to duck judgment like Floyd Mayweather Jr. dodging uppercuts. By the time Wayne decided he was fed up, it was too late. He tried to flight back in 2015, suing Birdman and Cash Money for $51 million. Talking breach of contract, talking the Carter 5 delays, talking no advances. Wayne finally realized the mask. Birdman wasn't the one screwing him. It was the silent Slim, the one who talks with the calculator. Birdman just allowed neighbors. Slim the landlord evicting everybody when rent ain't paid. Wayne thought he was slick though. Even sued Universal and Sound Exchange for another $40 million, saying it was using Drake and Nicki Money to cover Cash Money's debts. And what happened? After years in the trenches, Wayne
Universal was like, shit, we gave him the money. Universal said we gave Baby the money. We gave him what he was supposed to give y'all. He just ain't give it to y'all. That nigga had went and bought houses and cars and all that, and he was buying them cars and shit, and that was their payment. And they not even noticing it. Like, y'all ain't getting the money. Y'all getting this car.
Settled out in 2018, took his Young Money rights back. Translation, Slim let him walk after he milked that boy. Birdman played peacemaker, but Slim was the one signing off behind the curtains. Now let me tell you about the Drake hustle, cause that saga, straight clown show. Everybody in the industry knew Jazz Prince was the one who spotted Drake up in Toronto, handed him to Wayne on a silver platter. But when them checks from Drizzy started looking like all money, suddenly Cash Money got amnesia. Jazz Prince and Aspire Music Group had to drag Baby and Slim into court multiple times just to scrape a piece of the pie. And the funny part, by 2018, after all that legal tug-of-war, cases got settled.
I wonder is him and Jay Prince still cool, because him and Jay Prince used to have a good relationship, but
and drop. Not before Slim sat back laughing, watching dudes fight each other for scraps while he ate lobster and steak in silence. Then you got that title fiasco. Wayne slid over to Jay-Z's platform in 2015, dropping the Free Weezy album in the middle of his beef with Cash Money. Birdman puffed his chest, yelled about a $50 million lawsuit against Tidal. Headlines went crazy like Birdman suing Hove, but the paperwork never even hit the court. Just like Baby's promises loud in public, invisible in private. Slim never even blinked, cause he knew it was cap from the jump. That boy don't waste time fighting battles that don't feed him. But the darkest stain, that 2015 Atlanta tour bus shooting. The Wayne bus got lit up about his show, and the next thing you know, Jimmy Pee Wee Roscoe Winfrey sitting in court. Dude took a plea, then appeal, then play it again. Whole case spinning your head like when your baby mama smash your partner.
This nigga keep on trying to make these lame ass jokes.
This morning,
I can tell that's an old ass nigga talking.
Judge, and Channel 2's Audrey Washington was there. Audrey, Jimmy Winfrey was hoping to be allowed out of jail.
That boy home now. Talking about Thug didn't snitch on him. Nigga, we seen the video. Fuck you, man.
By the defendant's sister, the judge was not swayed and denied bond. As you said, this all stemmed 24 years of aggravated indictment in the case stated that before and after the gunfire, the indictment
I still wonder how did Wayne feel about that. You know, Wayne don't never speak on shit, but I wonder how he felt about that. Having Bird and them send a hit out to shoot at your bus and then now they back cool. But they not all the way cool. When you see him and Bird around each other, it be looking like Wayne don't even want to be around. He might dap him off, he might say what's up, but he be looking like he do not want to be around Birdman. You know what I'm saying? Even though they look like they pieced it up or whatever, but he be looking like he don't want to be around
their names in indictments, but no charges stuck. Still, Wayne's own bus driver turned around and sued Cash Money, Young Money, Birdman, and Thug for endangering his life. Imagine that. You drive the star of the label in the same empire you work for getting accused of putting your head in crosshairs. Slim stayed silent as a graveyard. Didn't Birdman carry the heat in public? But everybody knows Slim the one who approves every move made in the CMO
they both gotta approve it.
Manny Pitbull, Slim the one holding the leash. Tiger tried his hand too. Their homie was screaming on Twitter, saying he ain't never been paid for 2 albums. In 2018, he filed them.
See, if you a real nigga and a street nigga, bro, once I ain't get paid for the first album, brother, I'm not doing the second album until I get my money for the first album. We ain't about to keep on going on, and I'm on album 3 and 4, and I ain't never got paid for none of them. Fuck no, it don't work like that. And if you wasn't saying nothing, you gotta stand on that shit, man. You gotta let a nigga know where's my money, bro. Like, that's one thing I don't play about in life is don't insult my intelligence and don't play with my money. If you don't do those two, we good. We'll never have a problem.
Papers against Cash Money and Young Money, talking about millions old. A year later, voluntarily dismissed. Translation: either he settled for pennies or he realized battling Slim in court was like fighting shadows. You swing all you want, you ain't hitting nothing. Meanwhile, Slim collecting all of them Rack City royalties, smiling like he just flipped 100 bricks.
Rack City went platinum.
In the game
double
had
platinum.
to sue too. Court hit Young Money with a $160K judgment for not paying royalties off the Carter 3. Even legends couldn't get their respect in dollars from Cash Money. Producers, songwriters, everybody had the same story. They ain't pay me. Slim built the rap as the landlord of the rap game. Everybody thought they was owners till they realized they were just tenants late on rent. And let's not sleep on Birdman personal circus. By 2017, Man's Miami Mansion, the one on Palm Island where he shot videos with Bugattis in the driveway, got snatched in foreclosure. He defaulted on a loan. Bank put the house in receivership. And by 2020, the bank sold it off like a repoed Cadillac. Even as Miami studio hit factory criteria, got pulled in disputes over its income stream. Birdman was the flashy face, but Slim kept his name off them deeds, off them laws.
Have y'all ever seen that Birdman documentary or the Cash Money documentary? When I tell you Birdman, Slim, and the whole family talk like that and got that little voice of be whispering and got the, the sisters, Everybody talk like that. I'm looking at the great grandmother talk. I'm like, God damn, they all got that same voice. That shit crazy.
Off them foreclosure filings.
I ain't never seen a whole family who got the same voice. Like niggas might look alike or something, but these niggas got the same voice. I ain't never seen that before.
Baby floss, Slim invest. Baby drown, Slim swim. Meanwhile, lawsuits from every angle kept piling up. Hurt. Armory Factory, Bangladesh, Jim Jonathan, Diesel, Playing Skills, Aspire, even David Banner. Wayne suing for $51 million, suing Universal for $40 million. Tiger crying about millions, producers demanding checks.
Wayne still ain't never got that $51 million. I think he had probably got like 30 maybe.
Prince dragging him through court for Drake bread. All them names, all them complaints, all them lawyers.
At first I think I heard he only got 10.
Still standing. Why? Because Slim ain't never in the front. Slim never emotional. Slim never speak. He the quiet storm. Birdman the lightning distracting the crowd. By the time artists realize who really drained their pockets, it's too late. Slim already on to the next play. And yo, the funniest thing, the artists who swore up and down, they never go.
Nigga, you know how many people was on Cash Money from motherfucking Mystical and Busta Rhymes and Bow Wow, Marion, like it had so many people that I don't think none of these people ever got paid.
Back, Juvie, BG, even Wayne,
they all left.
With
they all left for the
all
same
ended
reasons.
up either crawling back, settling in some way. Like Slim lays the contract for Voodoo. You leave Cash Money screaming betrayal. But the streets so cold, you end up knocking on Slim's door like, hey, big bruh, let me back in. That's the real joke. Everybody thought they was bosses, but
yeah, that's like leaving a good job and then you leave and you go to the other jobs and shit and you see them places is way worse and you had it good at your spot. You like, man, let me try to go get that job back.
I'm always the landlord, always the collector, always the mastermind. By the mid 2010s, Cash Money reputation was a meme. Every producer, every artist, every ghostwriter had the same sob story. He ain't pay me. It was a never in the parade of folks realizing they signed contracts with invisible ink, and every time they tried to call out Baby, forgot Slim was the one writing them contracts in the first place. Baby the mouthpiece, Slim the scalpel. Even Rick Ross couldn't resist clowning the circus. 2017, he dropped Idols Become Rivals, Straight Eater and Birdman.
Now honestly, he did that for no reason. Like Birdman ain't never disrespect him, play with his money, none of that. He came out the blue and talking about he did it for DJ Khaled, and DJ Khaled still fuck with Birdman. He told me he did it for DJ Khaled, bro. That shit was crazy. He did this shit for no reason.
Them out for robbing
That's the only reason why I
Wayne,
don't respect it, but I do like the song.
Fronting like a boss while leaving his artist starving. The whole industry laughed because Rose said what everybody else knew. Baby was the front, Slim was the hidden hand. Baby got roasted, Slim stayed invisible. That's the Slim blueprint. Never put your name where the flames can touch. And don't forget, Wayne's $51 million lawsuit dragged on for years, with him calling out delays to the Carter's 5. No advances, no respect. He even accused Cash Money of using Drake and Nicki money to pay off their debts. Sound wild? Sound like business as usual in Slim's playbook. By 2018, Wayne finally settled, got his Young Money rights back, got his freedom, walked out. The payout, report said Universal covered it, meaning Slim ain't even lose his own bread. That's next level finesse. Look, Wayne for a decade, then let somebody else foot the bill to set him free. The funniest part though, all them dudes who dip talking about never again end up crawling back.
Now I heard Cash Money came out like 10 million and then Universal probably covered the rest. But that's still a lot. Universal would cover the like 30 and then Baby paid the 10.
Like they forgot the script. Juvenile, the same man who left Cash Money complaining about money, came back years later, smiling like he had never said a word. He fresh out the pen, screaming never again, then sidestepping right back into the same building. And Birdman, man turned into a walking punchline. Between the respect on my name at the Breakfast Club meltdown and the foreclosure on his Miami palace, he became the cartoon villain. But that was the point. He absorbed the jokes. He ate the memes. He took the bullet. Slim never had to say a word. While Baby out here arguing with radio hosts, Slim sitting in some marble office counting residuals, letting his brother be the clown so he could be the king. So let's keep it a buck. Cash Money Records ain't just a label. It's a masterclass of manipulation. The artists, the producers, the songwriters, all thought they was running the show. In reality, they was extras in Slim's silent movie. Birdman, the flashy decoy, distracting everybody with diamonds and drama. While Slim wrote the contract contracts, counted the checks, and pulled every single string. Juvenile crawling back to Turks suing for scraps. Bangladesh begging for royalties to Wayne fight for freedom. The story never changed. Slim always won. And the punchline, decades later, Cash Money still breathing. After lawsuits, settlements, foreclosures, shootouts, diss tracks, and endless clownery, label names still hold weight. Because while Baby was out here yelling bling bling, Slim was quietly making sure the empire never fell. He the landlord of hip-hop, collect the rent from every artist who thought they owned a piece of the block. The streets called Birdman the stunner, but Slim, him the puppeteer.
I was about to say, alright, this nigga just chatting like a motherfucker. Now I don't even know what he's saying. I done got lost. But yeah, I do believe Slim, but I mean, it's like I said, they both got to sign off on it, so you can't put all the blame on Bird, you can't put all the blame on Slim. It's both of them motherfuckers. And like Bird to tell you, he didn't know the game when he first started. He was still new to this shit, but he know now. But like he said he went back and paid everybody whoever he ever owed money to. So I don't hear nobody complaining now. But he know the game now, so if it happens again or it happens lately, then that's a different story. But all that shit happened when he was young, just starting Cash Money and shit. You know, shit happens, man. I respect it, man. It is what it is. I still got love for Bird. I respect it here, man. I learned a lot of business and a lot of shit from him, so... You know, y'all fuck with that one. Let's talk about it in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Don't do it for the bar, just do it for the bar, just do it for the bar, do it.